Buffalo Bills.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we're actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to win. Touchdowns and interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He was brought down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel. 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And 4. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Diggs on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Devin.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Bills 3, Seahawks nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Wilson. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
White on the coverage.
Play action. It's Wilson out to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen to throw once more. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Allen again. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Bills first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the gun, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Running into the kicker, defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be second down. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, Ryan.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the
Back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look apiece. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. A dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson on the move to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jared Reed racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5.
Complete to Dawson Knox.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
To number 80.
From 4 yards out. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rolling to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come out to his left. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production. On the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He gives it off to Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Allen's pass.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late.
56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San